What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Beyond the Backboard Podcast, episode 53. My name is Omar. Next to me is Earl. Below me is Max. And I feel like we've officially reached a point where we have nothing to talk about.
In the basketball season, we don't have training camp hasn't started. We're past Olympics. There's like no trade talks or anything. It's kind of.
I suppose we can talk about football. I mean, that's also not the worst thing in the world. We could just hop into football. Or we could talk about 2K. I think that might be better.
2K did just drop a couple days ago, and we've got two resident grinders in here. I've not touched the game yet just because I haven't had time. But we've got Omar, who's been grinding the builds, and Earl, who's been grinding some YouTube content. So what's that been like for y'all? What have y'all been doing to get your basketball fill in these last couple of days on 2K?
Finally got my Carmelo Anthony jump shot, so now I'm gonna start hitting a lot of shots. We're gonna be great. I also turned on the high reward meter. Like, I didn't have that on before because I thought it was stupid because I'd rather make like slight misses. But like then again, you do make a lot more shots with it. So I'm just gonna continue to use it.
Yeah, explain that to me. I don't get
that. High risk, how it works
reward. What is that?
High risk, high reward is you have a better chance to green your shots more consistently if you put on high risk. But I guess low risk, low reward, whatever it is basically like you have a chance to make your whites or something like that, but it's a harder percentage for you to green. It's just a lot of basically.
So it's lowering. So it's how big your green window is.
Pretty much what I can understand from it. And shooting this year, it is definitely a bit different. There's no true green window anymore. So
yeah, how does that work?
Like there's no like 100% true green window. Like it's a lot. They've mixed in like some RNG to it. So like it's like a 1 in. I was looking at this thing on Twitter. It's like a 1 in 3 chance for you to hit a catch and shoot 3 with like legend. It was like some type of legend badge, whatever. But it's kind of dumb. Like I understand they want to make shooting difficult because I know Mike Wayne said like. You want to make it a little bit more realistic, but then again, it's a video game. Like if I have a 99-3 and I'm open for a 3, I shouldn't get any type of RNG on a shot I put up for that purpose. Just like steals are overpowered this game. It's just the truth. If you have a high steal, you're gonna get the ball every single time. So why not? If you have a high 3, you pretty much almost hit it every single time if you're open. That's just how it should be, low key. But I don't know. I don't make the game.
I mean, I think it should have something to do with height as well. I mean, I feel like the larger defenders should have a defensive advantage off rip. And I also feel like if I'm taller than the person right next to me and I'm right next to the basket, no matter if I don't have a badge, I should make that shot. Like, that's, like, the one thing about 2K in general that I feel like should happen. Like, I understand there'll be in some situations where you actually block the ball or you're playing good defense. I'm not talking about those times. I'm talking about the times when a defender is actually smaller than me, nowhere near the ball, and I still miss a wide-open layup. And it takes me to some stupid animation that I'm not trying to trigger, like a fadeaway or something. I know my boy kept doing that yesterday. Kept fading away when he was trying to drive in the basket. I'm like, dude, those are totally two different moves. So I don't even know how he did that.
Was he like driving and then fading baseline?
I think so.
I really trying to pull his shot stick down to do a dunk or something like that. But depending on where your hand, like, let me show. Depending on where your other hand is, right here. Like, say you're driving.
Controller in here.
Look, say you're driving. Boom. Say this is my dunk meter, right? If your finger's going like pull down, you're gonna. If you're angled this way, you're gonna go for a step back because you're.
But isn't that a floater?
Back. No, I'm saying like if it's like kind of diagonal, like if you're pulling straight down and you're not holding turbo, it's a floater. But if you're holding the back button and you pull it down kind of like this, it's gonna be a step back. Like if you're pulling your stick back like this.
Oh, okay.
It's hard to explain, but like
I think it's
really easy to get that messed up because I do it all the time too. So I know what he means. Yeah.
It's definitely so complicated now for no reason. Yeah. Like I get that they're trying to make it more realistic, so they're trying to do because like basketball is a game of improvisation, so they're trying to give you like as many different moves as possible. But it's also making it way more complicated for just someone who wants to pick up. Like I never use step backs. Like I've never used a floater. Like I've just never. I don't I can't be bothered to learn it. I'm just like, I'm either gonna go drive for a lap or I'm gonna stop and take a jump shot.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. I ain't gonna lie. But no, I mean it's cool. It's cool to have that back. But like it's cool to have a little bit of extra moves in your arsenal. I'm not gonna lie. It's like
So you're saying that is that skill gap? Is that just how they
yeah, that not I mean it just gives you an advantage. Like, yeah, you can catch and shoot. Like that's an efficient shot. Like in the NBA, catch and shoot is one of the most efficient shots besides going up for a layup if it's open. But like adding extra moves to your badge is like the difference between like a 10 point per game score and a 15 plus point per game score. Like sometimes you have more moves in your arsenal to get open. Like say you want to go for a layup, but it's contested. Well, if you take a second right before you get to that lane and throw up a floater, that's a more efficient shot than getting put in a bad animation on the defender. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I do get what you mean. Like there's a world where you don't necessarily have to do that. I feel like you said, you can hit, catch, and shoot threes. You can take regular standing threes and be efficient off of that. That's cool. Mm-hmm. But it just gives you more options. But I do agree to some extent there are some things in the game that definitely is more skill based, which I mean,
it's good if it is actual skill.
Part of me, I feel like it's cool. I think it's gonna take people time to learn how to really fully learn how to shoot. Like there's this new thing, the rhythm shooting thing. I feel like that's a way to get really locked in. Like I was kind of practicing with it, and you green a lot more with it. If you learn how to shoot your shot with the rhythm shooting, it's very, very, very different. Like
what is it like using the right pro stick?
Yes, but you pull down, and then once it's not like you're just pulling down and timing your shot.
You pull down and you flick up.
Down, you time it, and then you have to flick up fast in the rhythm of the shot, like when your wrist is like releasing, and that's how you shoot it. That's the new rhythm shooting. Like it works good if you time it right, but like at the same time, like 9 times out of 10, when you're trying it in game, you're probably gonna mess up a couple times.
Is that 100% green if you time it? Is that, or is there still RNG there?
I'm hearing that it's a way more efficient shot, and 2K wants people to take those type of shots opposed to just using square and just shooting regular with the stick. Like they want you to take the rhythm shooting, and I think they reward people off of it. I don't know, like I have to wait till 2K Labs comes out with all their tests and stuff like that. It's still early on to the game, but it's kind of trending in that direction. Like 2K wanted to add something more skill based to give other people an advantage for sure.
Now, is it automatically implanted into my controls? Like,
you can't turn it off.
Okay, so I can go into my game right now and just rhythm shoot if I wanted to.
Yeah, it's like default. There's no way to turn it off. Like rhythm shooting is always there if you want to use it. Like
okay,
and there's no setting turn off and on to confuse people. Like
it's with the right stick typically, right?
Yeah, left, right. Yeah. Like the same stick you do to like shoot with sometimes, dribble with.
And dribble, yeah.
I've always just shot with X. I don't get people who want to use right stick, respectfully.
Honestly,
I guess you have to do it for some animations, but just like catch and shoots, like or just like off dribble, like
right stick is really good. Like when you're dribbling, it's easier to just like come out of a dribble and just shoot with the same thing you're dribbling with. Like it's a lot quicker of an animation than like moving your finger over to press square. But I agree. I've always been like someone to use square. I use shot stick probably 1 or 2 2Ks, and I was really kind of decent with it. I don't know why I stopped. But like you have to actually lock in and like, okay, this is what I'm planning to do. And a lot of the stuff that you just gotta, it's just a feel thing. Like you have to basically, I mean, same as always, you have to know your visual cue. Like if you know when your my player is supposed to release the ball, like visually, you can pretty much hit any shot you want to, or at least get the timing to hit it. Like obviously I can't account for the defense and stuff like that, but if you know your cue, then you're pretty much locked in. So I think that's what people are struggling to do right now, find their visual cue.
Yeah, a lot of people are still trying to find like this best shot in the game or anything like that. But what people should actually be looking for is what they're comfortable with and what they know. It's weird because I've been consistently playing the new Proving Grounds game method with like a couple 2v2s, a couple 3v3s, nothing too crazy.
Is that like the ranked thing?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and it's fun. Like it's fun. Like you'll drain your shots more often than not than wreck or anything.
Okay, so lower difficulty.
Yes.
Well, actually, Pretty sure it's not lower difficulty, but
Yeah, I was about to say it seems
it's
the same,
no,
about
it's
the same.
definitely
We're saying you're drain your shots more, so that sounds like
it's definitely a higher difficulty than wreck and stuff for sure. Yeah,
You
it
think
is.
so?
No, I know so. It's
Yeah.
it's the ranked mode. Like you can't go in there
Oh,
with shot
interesting.
sticks. It's on the. I'm pretty sure it's the highest, like just casual difficulty for sure.
Then it has to be the fact that the skill-based matchmaking actually works. I mean, like, I'm not that good by any means. I was beating teams out yesterday left and right, carrying my one teammate. One time I had 25 points. He had like
Oh, the footage, Bill Chamberlain. I was just like,
yeah, yeah.
the
But-
footage is crazy.
It's the ranked, and it's the skill-based matchmaking with everything. So I think that was one good move that 2K made was that skill-based matchmaking.
So it's like pro and 3v3 kind of.
Kind of, but you can do it less. Like you can do
1v1,
1v1.
2v2, 3v3, 5v5.
Okay. Well,
And 5v5 is like basically like rec. Well, no, it's basically like pro am, but I think the difficulty is just a little bit higher. It's basically like the new ranked mode basically for everything.
so no one be playing pro am anymore. Wow.
But
I mean,
people
everybody's
still do
playing
play
pro am.
Like it's crazy. It's like it's a lot of modes, but they all still have like their community based mode. Like there's still people who play pro am. Because there's benefits to playing pro am. Like you can still grind to get like your own like huge arena and stuff like that. You have like I don't know if you guys know about like the whole like there's a whole underground 2K where it's just like pro am leagues around like 2K with tournaments and stuff like every week. Not affiliated with 2K obviously, but like there's a whole bunch of different pro am leagues. So that's still running in there. And then people just getting in reps. Like I see people just playing it everywhere. So
Yeah. I've actually been doing the Gatorade workouts and stuff like that because it does up your stamina as well. No, like it's ups your stamina as well. I went through 4 workouts and it went from like an 84 to a 93.
Omar getting those virtual reps in, yes, sir.
I mean, I gotta get the virtual reps.
I feel like that's the crossover point of when you're like a casual 2K player to a competitive / like committed player is when you're doing the Gatorade.
It's not really that.
That's the threshold. Like once you start doing Gatorade workouts, you're a sweat. Like you're
no, listen. The only reason why I was doing it is because the skill boosts and the other stuff that you can get from the Gatorade workout.
You don't get skill boosts from Gatorade, or at least
this is really what it is. It's only because the fact that you can't upgrade stamina. The only way to upgrade stamina is just to go do your workouts, and it's so easy to do that it just doesn't make sense not to do it.
Was it like this last year?
No, this is the first year. You start at 85 stamina, and then you get like +2 per workout. You can do 4 weeks.
Okay.
So by week 2, everybody should have 99 stamina if you just do your workouts, basically.
Okay, that's different. Then I was talking in past 2Ks, which it's like they change your body type and maybe you'll get like
and then you get I think 4 3-star workouts or something like that. You get to unlock like the body's types and stuff like that. So it's a lot easier to do.
Thank God. Holy crap, dude.
Kind of just lock in and do it like that.
That was I never got a body type just because I was so lazy. I didn't want to go to the Gatorade workouts.
I understand that. Like there were times last year where I'm doing my Gatorade workouts because I'm just like, I want to get that little bit extra on my stamina bar. And I'm like, what am I? Like, I'm doing virtual like yoga balls right now.
Yeah.
Virtual like sprints.
And they're hard. Sometimes they're hard.
Yeah.
Some of them, I mean, low key, they're kind of fun, but like some of them are hard. Like the one where it's like the treadmill where you've got to like.
Yeah, they don't have the. I don't have the.
I'm playing my team right now. No, I'm just playing.
But yeah, I don't know. I feel like the fact that now they're making people do Gatorades is one thing, but if it's easier, then I guess it's not.
Listen, if it gets me to a 99 stamina, I need it.
Yeah, that's right. That's what I mean. It's like they're making you play them now. I guess it's not hard, but they're mandated to do those workouts.
I'll run down the court. My stamina is gone. Like it's gone.
So every build is an 85 stamina base.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. I want to get those like +2 or like those +5 tier like overalls and stuff, but how do you do that, Earl?
You gotta get it to starter 3. It's basically like the next tier up on the reps. Like basically it's like rookie. It's like casual all the way up to legend. Like each tier has 5. Each tier has like 5 rankings.
Jeez, they're making it work.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Like I'm about to be. I'll probably be a starter 1 tomorrow.
Damn.
I can play. But yeah, it's just a little bit of a grind, but I kind of like it. And there's some crazy rewards. Like the rewards this year are actually worth grinding.
But don't they say that every year?
No, but these ones are actually good. Like the last couple of years, I thought the rewards were absolutely trash. Like if I'm being really honest.
But now you're getting what, like plus overalls and stuff?
Basically, you get. Hold on.
You get VC. I know that you can get like the thing I said, skill boosts, where you are essentially moving up. Like let's say you have like an 80 overall pass accuracy, you can bump it up to 85.
So attribute cap upgrades.
Yeah, attribute cap upgrades. Yes, that's what they're called. I completely forgot what they were called, but that's what they're called.
Cap breakers, yeah.
Cap breakers.
Ooh, 2K's gotta have a cool term for everything. These are the cap
breakers. Basically, okay, this is how cap breakers work. When you know how when you're on the home screen creating a build, and you have that first screen where you're adjusting your height, your weight, everything like that.
Yeah.
And then on the right hand side, it's like all your stats and the max overall it can go to.
Oh,
like not necessarily you're gonna hit all those, but that's the max overall. Like basically like a 610 can't get like a 99.3. Basically like the cap. That's what I'm talking about. So basically what 2K did this year was you can add cap breakers to different categories of your build. Like say you upgrade a 3-point shot to a 95 off rip, right? But your cap for that 3 is a 99. You can go back later when you hit starter 3 or whenever you hit the other ones, you get 15 total. And you can add up to 5 per like category. Like you can add up to 5. Like say I have a 95 3, then I can add 4 to my 3, making a 99. And it's permanent. 1, 2, it unlocks it goes towards badge requirement. So like let's say before you can only get like gold or
the Hall of Fame.
They go to legend now. Yeah. And let's say you have a 91 ball handle, but you add that +5. Now you can unlock all the animations that go with it, like the best dribble animation, stuff like that to go with it as well. So it's kind of cool.
And you can apply cap breakers to anything. It's not like here's +5 3-point cap break.
No, it's anything your build is able to upgrade. Yeah.
I'm about to upgrade my freaking ball handling.
I mean, everyone's just gonna do like +5 3, +5 ball handle, and probably like +5 like perimeter defense, right? Like I don't know.
And then the people who really grind and make it all the way to the top, they're gonna have demigods. Like they're gonna have the best builds because if you can get 15 of them total. Like just going through all the reps.
You get 15 cap breakers total, and can you? Total. Okay,
now being realistic. Everybody's not gonna get to that point. That's just the fact. It's just a fact. But if you do get to that point, that's when it's like okay, because I think the last one is around like either superstar or legend. I can't remember. I'm trying to find a chart of it. I'll find it in a minute. But first one, starter 3. I think the next one is like the next rank. On the third one as well. So you just have to keep grinding and get there. So most people, everybody pretty much, if you're playing casual, you'll be able to get at least your first 5. Cool. Your player gets better. But once you start getting to that 10, boom, add another 5 somewhere else. Okay, you're looking kind of glitchy. But if you're one of those like 10, 15%ers who get all the way to the 3rd tier, your build's gonna start looking crazy. And it's not per like basically anytime you make a player, you're gonna get these cap breakers. Like it's separate.
Oh, so it doesn't carry over.
Yeah, like it's not just like, oh, this one you can only do it one time per account. No, anytime you make a build, you can apply your cap breakers to it.
So I have a question.
That's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, I have a separate but also kind of related question.
Go ahead, hit me with it.
And I'm saying kind of.
2K expert here.
No, I'm not. Yeah, you are the 2K.
No, this is FAQs with 2K Dev.
Yeah, go ahead and ask me any questions.
FAQs with just Earl.
FAQs with just Earl the Dev.
But no, on a serious note, so I built multiple builds just for the fuck of it. Like genuinely just for the fuck of it. Like I have my 87 overall power forward. That's pretty good. And then I have the rest of my things are 60 overall and 169 overall. But when I look at my other builds, they're capped at 87. They're not capped at like 90, where my other one is capped at. They're capped at whatever the highest level I get is. Is that
easy?
They're supposed
to be? Because it's based on when you made the build. If you made the build before you had rebirth, it's not going to go back in a pot. Yeah, that's why I say I didn't make my second build until I hit my 97 overall cap. So when I made my second build, all the VC I had left, I put it on my second build, and I upgraded to 97 overall for it.
I'm gonna upgrade it first then.
And all your badges start off as silver. So basically, just to answer that question with another question, to another answer. That sounded crazy, but you know what I mean. The new what's it called? The new rebirth system, I like it a lot better. Basically, what happens is once you hit 90 overall, you unlock base level rebirth. But as you keep upgrading your build, whatever the highest overall build you have on your account, that's going to be the highest overall you can upgrade to on a rebirth. Like, let's say my point guard, I've been grinding him out. He's a 96, like I did. Boom. If I go make a new build, I can upgrade him all the way to a 96 overall if I want to. Or if not, I can upgrade. But that's my cap at the moment. 96.
So basically, if you get – so let's say I hit rebirth. I hit my 90. I make another build. And I upgrade him to a 90. So now I've got 290 builds, right?
Yeah.
I go and upgrade the first build to 92. Now I can go and upgrade the other one to 92? Or does it have to be? I have to hit it has to be. Been hit.
It has to be. You have to hit it after the threshold. You have to make it after first. So basically, it's not like I upgrade this build, then I made a new one at 92 overall, and then I go back and play my other one and upgrade the other one. Like it's not.
Yeah, you can't go like 91, 91, 92, 92, exactly. 92, 93. You can't just do that.
Exactly. So it makes more sense. Like in my opinion, I told Daniel, shout out to Dan, shout out to Cam, Nate, all my boys,
friends of the show,
Donnie. Busy. Basically, I was like, once you get to 96 overall, 97, I mean, that's the sweet spot. Like, after that, anything you're upgrading does not matter. Like, it's literally like the categories where we have like 4 or 5 ticks that you're never going to use, like a 37 something, or whatever towards your build. Like, once you get to 96, if you want to make a new build, I mean, that's pretty much a sweet spot to do it.
Okay. So, in your 2K journey so far, I know it's only been like, a week, 2 weeks?
Yeah.
So, from your journey so far, what would you say the best method to actually getting VC is, minus the actual buying a VC? I know we both did that. I know we both did that. But other than, buying VC.
Look, I'll say this, man. I'll say this. Me personally, I only play 2 games a year. There's only 2 games. Well, really, it's most of the time it's 1 game. That's 2K and or Madden on any other given time that I need to play. So I have money saved up for these type of games. So for me, I'm a money spent player. I'm sorry to tell people out there.
So did you buy the $150 bundle?
Yeah, no, I bought the $100 edition, and then I bought $150 worth of VC off rip, just like that. I'm maxed out. I have 2 builds. I still have a little bit of VC left over, and we ball. That's what I do. And I'm gonna play with these builds.
You didn't call a PlayStation or nothing.
I mean, I got it. I told you I only buy 1 game. That's basically like me buying a super collector's edition of a game.
I would not. You are better than me, man. I would not.
Well, if you think about it, though,
$50 off.
If you think about it, I just do it up front. Most people are gonna be like, "Oh, I'm gonna just scrape this. I'm gonna get a 20 here, 20 here, 20 here, 20 here." It's gonna add up. Me, I just bought it up front. I already know what I'm playing with. This is my 1 game of the year, so I get my VC up front and I just spend it right there. That's the only game I know I'm gonna play.
Better man than me, man.
So you dropped the 150 then?
He dropped basically 250 on 2K.
Okay, so you did 100. You did the
150,
pre-order, and then you popped the $100 package.
Then why didn't you just get the $150 version?
Because I didn't need the $150 version. All I needed was like
what? Wait, so you didn't get the 150 version?
No, I got the $100 version so I can get the My Team stuff. The $50 version only gets you League Pass, but I already get League Pass from something else, so I didn't need that version.
That's the only additional thing that you get?
Yeah, that's the only additional thing you get. So it's like I already get League Pass, so I didn't need to pay the extra $50. So I put that towards getting VC, the $150 for VC. That's $700K, and then the $100K you get from pre-order, that's $800. So yeah.
So you basically started the year with close to $1 million, not $1 million.
I mean, a little bit, yeah. After tax, like when you take the tax off, yeah.
Well, what they don't VC tax you.
No, I'm just saying, like in general, like if you were to get to $1 million, then they take a tax. You know, you have all your taxes off of it. Basically, I was just making a joke.
Imagine 2K started taxing your VC. I mean, they already do that on the
they do on my team,
house, right? They already do that.
Well, I'm close to unlocking the auction house, and I've been playing really casual. I've only played probably 5-6 games of Triple Threat Online. So when I actually start locking in, I'm ready to see
much of that at all. We gotta hop on Triple Threat because they got the park in Triple Threat.
Nah, I can't play with no playing. JK. I'm trolling.
Yeah, what's y'all's? Have y'all touched my team much? I mean, or you say
my team feels good. It feels good. I've been playing Triple Threat Park.
I only played it,
and it's fun. I will say early on, get you a slasher. That's the meta for most people who can't shoot. They just sit in the paint, get a slasher. I learned early on. I've been playing personally with centers and locking these fools up. No offense, you'll see the gameplay. And you might just randomly run into like a top 15 player, so that works too. Did I tell y'all that?
All that ranking, top 15 or top 20?
I actually played with someone who was on the leaderboards, top 15 in all of my team.
God.
And I have a video coming out this week, which is crazy. I played with him. He was super cool. He told me that he's basically been playing since the day came out. He just been grinding. He has to get like a certain amount of games in and reps in, so he stays in the top 15. So that was pretty cool to see.
That's cool.
It is cool, but on the other hand, I don't love the fact. I mean, listen, any game that has a leaderboard is going to be like this. Like I understand that, but the fact that it basically 2K just puts everyone who wants to be on this leaderboard, which again, it's a personal choice. You can do but it's such a rat race. Like this guy said, he has to play at least 6-7 hours a day if he wants to still be in the running. And it's like,
how do you know? The video didn't come out yet.
I mean, no, I'm just saying that's just how all competitive modes have been across all games. Like it's always like a race to get to here. And then once it happens, it just kind of dies down. And then whoever hits it next is it's whatever. But I think it's just the fact that first people to hit that Galaxy Opal tier or whatever Dark Matter tier, they get the free 2K26 content and free 2K26 and all that extra blah blah blah. So I guess it's just some people just like to grind for that type of stuff. Me personally,
if you hit that, if someone hits that, I feel obviously we don't know what the rewards are going to be. I feel like they're getting scared. If you hit Galaxy Opal, from what I've seen, you should get a damn limo sent to your house and a free tour of 2K and front seat tickets to the NBA Finals. Do you know how much time that is going to take?
No, it's a lot of time. I think most of the time, Max, is historically I can only speak from the 2K community as far as the park community in general, because this is new to my team. Basically, the rewards you reap is really building your own brand. Almost every top player I've seen start out grinding for top rep. 1, you're gonna get your Twitter followers. Whoever's first, you get that solidify. 2, YouTube views and stuff go up. As far as that content side, if my team players are having the same type of mentality, hey, I'm making content, I get it. But for the casual who's not making content and just doing it for fun, you're absolutely crazy, respectfully. Because if you're already playing the game and you're a top player and you're not making any type of content, not even, you can just stream. You don't have to you can stream and have your stream cut and edit it, upload it straight to YouTube. You don't have to edit or anything. And people will go back and watch it. You have to do stuff like that. But if you're not just a casual person, like Max is saying, I agree. If you're just casually out here playing 6 hours a day on my team and stuff like that, grinding leaderboards in your top 15, you're not making any content. 100% waste of time.
Omar, are you gonna get in the rep race to make some content?
No,
I've been doing the rec races actually. I've been doing the races in the cars. I meant.
Okay, I meant what Earl said.
I haven't touched that.
Try and grind onto the leaderboard.
No, that's been fun. That's been fun, believe it or not.
Am I gonna try to reach Galaxy Opal? Yes, but at my own pace. I'm not.
You're not racing.
I'm not any race. My first goal, honestly, is to get my player stuff figured out, and then probably towards season 2, I'll start transitioning over more seriously into my team, because that's usually when the bugs start coming out. After the couple patches, I already heard something about some game modes that the rewards just weren't great, and then they made a patch.
Breakout, what?
Yep, breakout, exactly. Yeah,
that's all.
I've been playing a lot of the sideline.
Now everybody's got bronze popping up on their boards.
What'd you say, Omar?
I've been playing with the sideline, like the sideline place, the area, the court.
Oh, is that something on the breakout board that
Not, I guess not on the breakout.
Someone on my team?
No. On my career, I've been playing the.
I was like, huh?
Yeah, on the sideline, I've been playing that just to get some like VC, but doesn't give you much. But I grabbed like the two best. I beat them, and then I just like had the two best on my team, and we like crushed the rest of them. So that was fun. One was called the Ball Burglar, and I kept accidentally.
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about.
I kept accidentally calling him the Ball Burglar.
You're talking about the street games, the street ball games.
The street game.
I was like, huh?
the sideline?
That's what they're called. That's what it's called. It's called the sideline.
It is?
Yeah.
Is it? I thought it was street ball, bro.
No, that specific area was called the sideline.
Oh, you're talking about like the venue. Okay, I see what you mean. Okay. Yeah, like yeah.
The ball but and the coach.
I'm really ready to lock into like I really have to grind in my team for real because I'm doing no money spent on my team. I always do that. I don't really like to buy like
Didn't you buy last year? Or no, you probably just I think you just spent
got passes. The only time I bought like specifically is if I got like the pro pass or Hall of Fame pass, but I never bought a box last year unless it was with like MT or VC I already had on my account for real.
Okay.
But I'm trying to go no money spent. Like that's just the vibes, man. I think it definitely made it possible a little bit more this year. So I'm gonna try to lock in and make sure my team is built.
I've been trying to do the no money spent challenge on my career, but it's
not real. It's
not.
I think I have had years where I've no money spent in my career and gotten pretty high.
Yeah. If you play my career,
that's what I'm gonna be doing this year.
If you play my career Hall of Fame, play
100K. That's that.
Play my career Hall of Fame. Play about 5 seasons. Just play 5 seasons. Play every game. 12-minute quarters, and you can have enough VC to build whatever.
You know how much time that shit is.
I'm just saying. No money spent. You asked me for the best win. I told you my career side. I'm a pay to win player. That's just I've been no money. I've been like growing up. Yeah, I've been no money spent. I've been all that. Like I've been a part of that side. But then it's like got a little bit of money, extra money saved up here. I mean, it's like, do I try to? The game's already not giving us VC. We play micro games like 700 VC, not 1,700, something like that. Cool. 100%. But it's just like it's just so much more easy to. And it's not even no swipe. It's just a button click. Y'all realize all boop boop. And I'm loaded up.
Credit card on the console already.
I mean, pretty much. Yeah, but not my real one. I use like a Cash App card or something like that. I don't in case hacks. You know how it gets.
Yeah. Is Cash App harder to hack than like a credit card?
No, it's just the fact that I put what I want on there. Like it's only gonna my cash. I only put cash on my Cash App card when I'm buying something. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay. I got you.
Thing being linked, and you never know. Somebody can steal your account. Like I've had my account taken before.
You have?
Mm-hmm. Because I didn't use it for a long time, and somebody from overseas had my account, so I had to get it back. And I didn't have any cards on there, but yeah.
Wait, Omar, has this happened to you?
No. I keep my cards on me. I don't have an active account either.
So Earl, how'd that happen? How did someone just get your account? I'm curious.
Somebody overseas had my account. Like I just didn't play
for
like 5 years. And then I tried to sign in like 5 years later when I got a PS5. And then I couldn't get in. Stuff was changed. So I reset my password, my original, like, I guess your confirmation code. Cause I always had that on deck. And yeah, I changed it back. Changed all my stuff.
So
did you see random money in it that didn't belong to you?
No.
Was it 0?
I did. I wouldn't tell you.
Well, I mean, that was years ago. How
long ago was this?
No, I didn't. But on Fortnite, there was like, I guess he hacked some skins. I had like a crazy, like glitched out skin. It was some stuff.
So he stacked your Fortnite account.
I guess it was just, hey, I don't know. He changed my picture and everything. It was like, wow.
Did he change the name?
He funded your Fortnite account.
He didn't change the name, but he changed the pictures.
Damn, we gotta get back on Fortnite soon because Fortnite is a free-to-play game, which actually brings
you gotta play 2K.
I will. But this brings me to a question: I'm curious. I want to ask you two lads this. So I was talking to one of my friends the other day, and they're a gamer, but not like they don't play 2K. They're not like a sports person.
Mm-hmm.
And so I mentioned to them, I was like, "Oh, 2K comes out today, so like that's cool. Like I bought that." And they're like, "I can't believe you fall for that scam every year, like paying $70 for the same."
Oh no!
And
We sent the black SUVs for talking crazy about our game. Thank you so much, Ronnie 2K, Mike Wang. Thank you guys so much.
That's crazy. I do feel the same way though. Actually, not particularly about 2K, I guess, but it's been the same way with a lot of these games. Like, I don't understand why people keep falling for the Modern Warfare thing. Like, it's the same game reskinned over and over and over again. Like,
you know why? You know why?
Why?
Because there's no competition.
Very good question. Don't worry.
There's no competition. There's no competition, so 2K can keep releasing marginal changes, put a new game out, and there will always be people to buy the game. There will never be a time.
Nobody else also has the rights to it, so it's not like.
That's what I said. Like, there's no competition. They have only competition they ever had was live, and they could not keep up. Those are only other people who had licensing rights to make a basketball game, but they could not keep up with 2K. But people don't know, Live actually used to run the show, but 2K took over Live's fan base, and they kind of just start putting out these games, introduced like that park stuff, boom, brought this here, bang, 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 bang. But Live was always ahead. Then 2K, I forget which year it was, they kind of took over, and they put Live out of business. But my point is, there's always going to be people on this earth who buy 2K because it's a basketball game. People who don't care about the antics, don't care about the, I don't want to use the word politics, but like just the community talk around 2K, they don't care. They don't care about change or anything like that. They care, hey, new basketball games coming out, new NBA seasons coming out, I'm getting 2K, and down. And that's the reason why 2K will always be in business. Last year, people complained about the game so much. 2K Sports, Take Two had their highest profiting year. You know why? Because they're making bang off of kids buying VC, people buying VC, buying the game. That's how they make their bread and butter, bro. They'll go drop it. We already know what happens. December, there's going to be a sale. January, February, they're going to drop the game all the way down to like $15. March, April, it's going to be on Game Pass. Also, people can be like, oh, I didn't pay for the game, so I'll put all that money into VC. I'll go make a bill. The same amount of money I was going to put to buy the game and just give VC because it was free. Like, 2K is so smart with their marketing team. Like, I can't even hate. Like, I don't agree with what they do, obviously, at times. But, like, nobody can argue that 2K doesn't have a crazy, like, business model as far as making money. You pay us to make the perfect build, but there is no perfect build. There's always going to be something better you can create, and that's how they make their money. Like, oh, dang, I messed up on this. Well, if I upgrade this build, it will play like this, blah, blah, blah. This build will be better. Oh, man, I figure out, look what he's doing. I can put that on my build and adjust this and put another $100 on it, and this year's worse. What do you think people are going to do? It's the easiest it's ever been to get to 99, and you mean to tell me?
It is?
Yes, it's super easy to upgrade this year. But you mean to tell me I can make a new build and off rip, I can upgrade to the highest overall on my account. I don't have to grind. That's easy. They don't have to, Max. They don't have to think about, oh, I have to grind this player. It's easy. You give us the money and we'll give you a whole new 99 overall player just like that off rip. Like, it's a genius business model. I can't even hate. Sorry, that's my TED talk. But 2K is a genius of a company. Take Two. And people complaining, oh, VC prices are too high at the sales. They do not care about us. They do not care about you. They do not care about the community. They don't care what we put on Twitter. They don't care at all. And this is not me hating on Ronnie 2K because I like those guys. Ronnie 2K, cool. Mike Wang, I'm cool with you. But there's only so much they're going to be able to do. Like this year, they helped some of you guys out. They added the Old Town, Rivet, Sunset as events. That was really cool. Like marginal changes that don't affect what the game costs and how much money you guys spend on the game, they can add in. They're flexible with that. But VC prices is going to be the same because they know you're going to buy it. Why would we lower our prices if we know we had our highest year ever selling VC? Why would we sell ourselves short when we know y'all are going to buy it? Y'all going to complain, right? Biggest YouTubers complaining. They're going to spend a bag. Day one, how much money do we think they made? well over 10 million, easily minimum.
Mhm.
Minimum, I'll say the lowest 10 million first day. Oh, I messed up my bill. Dang, that's an extra 10 million, double it. Like I that's why I say 2K, it's a genius business model. Like if you don't get caught into it, yes, I personally been caught in the wave of 2K and buying VC. It's just I've accepted my fate. It's something I'm just not gonna run away from. It is what it is. Like that's just my canon event. I'm gonna buy VC here and there, whatever. But 2K, if I was looking at companies, Take-Two Entertainment, I think people have to realize like Take-Two and 2K are two separate entities. Take-Two only cares about taking your money. Take-Two, that's their name. Take-Two, take
your
money,
Take your
money, take money to the bank. That's all they care about. They don't care about what we're putting on Twitter. So that's all I have to say. Like 2K, there's always going to be customers. There's always going to be the casual player who knows they're going to get 2K. There's always going to be a mom who buys their kid 2K on Christmas. It's always going to be that because it's the basketball game we have. People love basketball, and it's always going to be played, man, for the end of time. Like, only person who get in 2K is NBA Live. NBA Live came out the grave right now and made a crazy S-tier basketball game, fix all the mistakes that 2K has made. They will be on top, and 2K will actually have to try. And then the next 2K will probably be the greatest 2K of all time because they have competition. But right now, they're only competing with themselves. They have to make marginal changes. That's just the honest truth of it.
How do you feel about that, Omar? What are your thoughts on the 2K scam market economy?
I agree. I mean, like, they are smart, and I get that. They're thinking like business people. If you're a business, you're gonna go where the most money is. And it's actually, and I don't mean to relate this here, but it's actually like really similar to what the Philadelphia 76ers are doing. The reason why and if you guys haven't heard, the Philadelphia 76ers are thinking about moving to Camden, New Jersey. They already have their practice arena in Camden. They already have their stuff dedicated to them in Camden.
Yeah.
So Philadelphia, the 76ers organization asked Philadelphia if they can build a brand new arena. They asked for them to have a specific arena. I think it was a little bit down south, and they wanted like all of the arenas to be right next to each other or something of that caliber. So they denied the 76ers request. So then the mayor of New Jersey, who they also have a really good relationship with, by the way, if you guys didn't know, the 76ers owner is a part owner of the New Jersey Devils as well in Prudential Center in New Jersey. So they already have a standing relationship with New Jersey. And if the Philadelphia 76ers don't get a deal done by the end of this year, they will not be in Philadelphia by 2031.
Yeah.
And I know our boys at PSF were kind of pissed off about that. And I told them, like, I was like, guys, you know what it is. Like, if you're a business, you got to do what you got to do. And they were so mad because they know I'm from Jersey. They know.
Omar bandwagon.
I'm gonna go drive an hour to Camden, go see the Knicks beat the 76ers ass, and then go back up home. Like, that's just how life is gonna be. But on all serious note, and on a business note, New Jersey is giving the 76ers, not only is Philadelphia not giving them money, New Jersey is going to give them $800 million to have shit around it. To put shit around it, to put stores around it, to support stuff around it, which is what the 76ers want to do. They want to make more money. They want to make as much money as humanly possible. And the reason why it goes back to 2K wants to make as much money as possible. I am a business major coming out of this year. I'm going to have my MBA. So I understand everything that has to do with business. And just to say this, it's a really smart move for the 76ers to move. I mean, like, they're only 30 minutes away from Philadelphia. It's really not that far away from New Jersey, and people are freaking out and all that. And it's like literally across the river, y'all. You will be okay. It'll be okay. You could still see the Philadelphia skyline when you're in Camden, and you're on that nice oceanfront arena in the beautiful, beautiful Camden City.
So would they be the New Jersey 76ers?
And, I actually question that, but I don't think so. I genuinely don't
So
think
they'd be, but that's weird then if they're called the Philadelphia 76ers, but they're playing in New Jersey.
Yeah, but like it's also the fact. Yeah, I mean, you make a solid point there, but I mean,
feel like that's a pretty basic hurdle.
it's so close. But listen, you guys forget two things: the Jets and the Giants play in New Jersey.
That is true.
They play in New Jersey. They both play for the same place in New Jersey.
True.
In the Meadowlands. I've been to a Giants game. It fucking sucks. I hate that arena. They could go anywhere else.
They just go off the legacy name. So I mean, I don't think it necessarily matters. Yeah, it is kind of crazy. Yeah,
but
if offering, I mean, it's just like,
where's our credit?
It's just like if somebody's sitting there offering me a little bit more extra cap, well, not a little bit. I mean, we're talking about almost $900 million to accommodate for like starting a business. Yeah. I mean, just I was thinking like in the business standpoint, like it costs a lot of money to open up businesses, but I mean, not $900 million worth, but yeah, if they're offering to have like because it reminds like I'll say like shout out to like Atlanta Braves when they made the new Trust Park, they literally built the stadium there, and they had a whole like I don't even know how to describe it. Like it's a whole like little city, like stores, restaurants, all built in right at the park. So you can like navigate around. That was like a huge project they've been working on when I was in high school, they're working on it, and obviously they finished it a couple years ago. But I get it, like just moving locations slightly, if it gives you a chance to like develop that, because it is about making money at the same time. Like these organizations, they make money from arena sales, like jerseys and stuff like that. But most of the time they have deals with some of those smaller stores in those vicinities. Like they make profit off of that too. So
that's what I was saying. Yeah,
if they spend that money, that $900 million, they'll probably get it back in a couple of years. So I think it's a good move if they decide to move.
It's going to come back in multiple factors. Like it goes back to what I was doing today. Like my parents aren't the oldest, but I have to go and do like taxes for them and stuff like that. And there's a lot of money involved. I'm not going to give a specific amount, obviously.
Yes.
Give us the exact number.
Give us the exact amount.
Count numbers while you're at it. No, just play. If you see $700,000 worth of VC, it wasn't me. It was Max. The no money spent goats. That was play.
100%.
But with all seriousness, and this is like a really high number here. We're talking about, and just to give y'all,
You're talking about a lot of money. We're talking about
a lot of money.
Yes, a lot of money.
This is not.
I'm sorry for saying a little amount. My bad. I'm not a secret billionaire. My bad. When I said a little amount of money,
we're not there.
It's somewhere between 100 and $1 million and $1 billion. Let's say that.
Yeah. Well, it's somewhere in between.
Somewhere between $1 billion and $1 billion.
No, seriously, but it's all going to go back to the state of New Jersey. Like they take care of their people here, so I don't see why not. And it's already the fact that they already have a standing relationship with New Jersey. Like if they did not have a standing relationship with New Jersey with the Devils organization and everything, we'd probably be talking about somewhere else in Philadelphia. We'd even be talking about right outside Philadelphia.
Or they just go to Seattle.
Ew, put in the Sixers in Seattle and stealing a whole team.
Yeah, I really hope instead that we just add 2 teams to each conference.
That's probably what they're going to do. They're just going to add a team to each conference. But that'd
be really funny. Here's a good conversation. Here's a good conversation to have. 2 teams in the East, 2 teams in the West. Obviously, the West, they get Seattle because that's a meaningful franchise.
No more California teams.
Yes, thank you. But what other teams do you guys think should be involved in those? I already gave y'all Seattle. Seattle is an obvious one. We don't have to talk about Seattle. They already have the fan base. They already got the Kraken. Like they can get an NBA team and everybody would be happy about it.
Pretty much, I think.
What your teams in mind?
Off the top of my head, I really don't know. Like West, I feel like the West, we got a good balance right now of teams for real. Like as far as expansion, I think
Las Vegas.
I don't know. Oh yeah, Vegas. I mean, Vegas. We know that's coming around the corner. So I guess the question is,
what is closer, Seattle or?
I'm saying, like, what other team would you add if you add that Vegas team? If you're adding 2,
I'll throw a name out there. I don't know if this would be East or West because I don't know where it is geographically, but I know it's in Canada. I think Vancouver should have an NBA team. People, or I guess should get an NBA team again because they did have one. People speak very highly of Vancouver. Apparently it is like a big, like a very nice city. People go there. People travel through there or stop by for a few days. Like it used to have an NBA team. It used to be the Vancouver Grizzlies. So
yeah,
it's already happened. I think Vancouver would be a good shot.
You know what's crazy to me? I'm sorry. Why is Memphis in the West?
That's because I forget the evolution, but maybe they used to be Vancouver and Vancouver was a West team.
Yeah, that's the only way I can think. But they're gonna have to rearrange that somehow, sometime.
Yeah. They'll figure it out. Somebody will have to move and this and that's what the higher ups are here paid to do.
Yeah,
I mean, it's New Orleans Hornets are in the West.
Yeah.
New Orleans isn't really it's kind of Midwest.
Yeah, I agree to that too. Like it's more of an Eastern team, and let's be honest, if New Orleans was in the East, we'd be talking about a different New Orleans team. Like shit, like we'd be talking about like they're probably like top 6 in that.
Yeah, I bet a lot of teams wish they were in the East right now, but
especially Memphis, they'd rule the East.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Vancouver would be a good shout. I don't know. Do you have any other cities, Earl, that you can think of? Or
Alabama.
We can go back to Alabama would be nice.
Add a team right here to compete with Atlanta Hawks. The Alabama
Crimson Tide. That team's not taking
Alabama. I can see that happening. What about like
the Alabama?
What about a third Florida team?
Nah.
We really need another Florida. We don't have to be the NFL. The NFL is half in Florida and half in Los Angeles, which is crazy.
Yeah.
NFL has the LA Rams and the LA Chargers, which just sounds so cursed.
It's just
I mean, listen, the LA Lakers and the LA Clippers. I mean, what's the difference?
I mean,
the NBA has Sacramento,
and they have you got the Warriors. Like, it's so many teams over there, bro. Then hockey has teams.
I think we should take one. What's up? Sorry.
No, I'm just saying, like, there's so many sports in California in general.
I get it, but dang.
Yeah, I agree. It's kind of wild.
I think we're gonna have to like split up the divisions sooner or later, and I think it's not gonna be East and West anymore. I think it's gonna be like some weird like.
Nah, it's gonna be East and West.
You could just do what the WNBA does, just one standing. I mean, it's easier to say.
Yeah, but that would also require less teams because let's be honest, sooner or later the WNBA is also going to expand.
Yeah, no, they're going to 14.
And then they're going to go East and West. Like we're gonna see it happen. Like,
I've always been a proponent for the NBA just abolishing divisions and conferences, and it's just one combined total leaderboard. It would make things somewhat more complicated, but I think it would also make things more fair.
But then, how would you also divide that? Like, would you go like, okay, let's say 14 straight up teams, the top teams, and then face them with the people that they're right next to? Like,
I would
you face one with 14 and then 2 with 13.
Like for a playoff thing? Like for a playoff scenario? Like how?
Yeah, like give us a playoff scenario.
This is my crazy idea that would absolutely never happen, but I think it'd be sick. I think all 30 teams should make the playoffs. And what they do is the NBA
giant upset type shit.
Well, what they do is the NBA, and to pick the matchups, you rank the teams based on like wins or win percentage or however they usually do it. But they give all the teams, and then they do this big night, nationally broadcast on every channel, where the top teams go down and they pick their opponent. So the 1 seed gets the first pick, and they can choose any other team to play. And then the 2 seed can choose any team to play. So it's not necessarily 1 versus 30. If one thinks they got a better matchup against 28 or 27, they can pick them. And then 2 can go pick their matchup all the way down. And then you set the matchups that way. And then as the rounds go on, you continue to have like this pick segment where it's like the top teams remaining or the top regular season seeds remaining can just go pick what team they want to play. So it rewards being good in the regular season because you get a higher pick in the night. And even if you're like at the bottom, plus it disencourages tanking because if you're at the bottom, it's like you want to get hot going into the playoffs so that you don't get picked by the 1 seed or the 2 seed. You might be able to slip to like playing like the 6 or the 17. Then you got a shot. I would also make those early rounds 5 games, best of 5. So there's more chance of an upset then.
To be completely honest with you, I think everything should be 1 round, 1 game elimination. Save us some fucking time. Save these players some fucking time.
You would just do 1 game elimination in the final.
For everybody, yes, for everybody. I don't care if you win by a buzzer beater. If there's a rough call and nobody knows which way to go, you got to overturn it completely and redo the play. That's it.
So you're a complete agent of chaos then.
Not even a complete agent of chaos.
One game elimination in an NBA playoffs would be an agent of chaos.
Why?
Because the NBA loses a ton of money and it's also incredibly way more random. Then you really are.
Or you can always have a sold out stadium.
They sell out playoff games no matter what. They don't have a problem with that. That loses them so much money. That they're playing like a tenth of the amount of total games. The NBA would lose half their salary, and then player salaries would drop by 50%.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, I'm all for throwing crazy ideas out. It works for the NCAA.
I think they're going to start doing that because I believe this new – I feel like the NBA started to realize that it's starting to get insane with a lot of these organizations and starting to pay players a lot of money. And I really think they started to manage it with that new salary cap deal.
Yeah.
I think the new norm of contracts that we're going to start seeing – and I know OG Anunoby was an overpay, and I'll get into that in a second why. But I think a lot of teams are going to start signing players to like Jalen Brunson type deals because they need to make room for more players to be successful. Like we saw how long it took Denver to get to $205 million on Jamal Murray's contract.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to see a lot of that. And the reason why OG Anunoby got the amount that he got, which is more than Jamal Murray, by the way, Jamal got 205, he got 212, is because OG Anunoby threatened to leave. He don't give a shit. He want money. He want his bag.
Yeah.
And it's unfortunate because we gave up a lot, and I feel like with the same thing, we could have gave them like RJ Barrett and Quentin Grimes for Donovan Mitchell. Like, yeah. I'm sorry, but at the end of the day, would you rather have Donovan Mitchell or OG Anunoby?
Yeah.
So
that is true.
But what does this have to do with your point about the playoffs?
Because he makes $212 million because he demanded it, while it doesn't have anything to do in the playoffs. It just has everything to do with the money. It has everything to do with.
I thought you were using this as like a
big loop around.
Here's the connecting point. Here's the connecting point.
All right, let's do it.
Here's the connecting point. We bring it all in one circle, and then we say, I think that could lower the amount of games. Like maybe we'll see a first round series where it's also only 5 games because they recuperate. They're trying to like be as little as they can with the salary. I don't know if that makes sense, but you know what I'm saying.
I don't think we're ever gonna see the salaries go the other way. It's just gonna keep going up and up as long as more money gets.
It's so unfortunate because the NBA that new CBA is going to deny a lot of those teams from doing that.
But the salary cap's also going to keep going up, so you got to keep that in mind. Yes, there are like first apron, second apron stuff, but that salary cap has just been going up and up and up. So
but you also have to understand the cap will also grow. It's not just
more so paying like the guys you draft. I feel like that's because you can only really go to those crazy insane numbers for the guys you kind of brought in and developed yourself. I feel like so.
Yeah, and yeah, I get it, but I don't know. I don't know. It's interesting to see because I feel like there's going to be some type of dispute where a player is going to want a certain amount, and then, or you know what? Not even one dispute. I feel like there's going to be many disputes like this where they're going to want a certain amount, but then they look at players around the league, then looking at the CBA, and then seeing how the hell they're going to fit it into their system. Like, it's going to be hard to do it, guys. I mean, I can understand your point, and I can understand, like, we're only going to see, like, these numbers go up for the NBA players. But, again, we also have to understand that it makes it hard not to. And these teams are going to have a hard time if they do pay these players the amount of money that they're trying to pay them.
Yeah.
So, I just feel like we're going to see, like, a little bit of a dip in that. And
maybe there's a chance. We'll have to see how this apron stuff plays out. Yeah. I think that's all
I think it's going to be really good for the league because I do think it's getting a little out of hand. I think it's getting a little out of hand with these.
It is getting a little out of hand. So
like 212 for 5 years. Come on, like, come on.
Yeah.
Michael Jordan didn't get paid that type of money. And that's about it, guys. Thank you guys so much for joining us on the Beyond the Backboard podcast. Make sure to like and subscribe to the video.
Subscribe to the channel, comment, follow us on Spotify, check us out on TikTok, rate us on Yelp. We're not on Yelp, but
we will also soon be on playback. Make sure to go on playback. Look us up at the Beyond the Backboard podcast, and
more info on that next week.
For sure,
we're gonna try our best, but we'll see you guys later. And have a nice day. Peace.
Play some 2K. Oops, my bill's not good anymore. Let me drop another 150.